All right, good morning and welcome to the Your Natural Healer channel. My name is Tammy, and today we are going to do our tarot reading, which will cover today, Monday, March 20th through Thursday, the 23rd. For anybody that's new to the channel, welcome. And returning viewers, hello, good morning. I hope you had a great weekend. Real quick, let me go ahead and knock out some housekeeping before we get started. I have to talk about the algorithm. Please smash the subscribe button. By doing so, you support me. Do that for any YouTuber you watch. You can turn off notifications. This way your phone's not blowing up all the time. But the algorithm is real, and subscriptions and watch time are two of the major factors in the YouTube algorithm. Also, tomorrow is the first day of spring. And it's the spring equinox. If you haven't done so and you're interested, I am offering a special through the end of the month for a spring equinox reading. The spring equinox is all about rebirth, rejuvenation, new beginnings. So maybe if you're embarking on a new journey in your life, or you're needing some guidance on something new, check that service out. It is on special through the end of the month. I've already done a few of them, and they've turned out really, really well for the most part. A lot of positive things. Also, a Jupiter report. We had St. Patrick's Day last week, which is the luck of the Irish, leprechauns, rainbows, pots full of gold. And Jupiter is considered the planet of luck. It has to deal with your career path, life goals. So I'm offering a Jupiter report for $7.77 this month. The Jupiter report is based off of your natal chart as well as your current location. Now, I don't store your personal information. Once I send you your chart, it is all deleted. The Jupiter report consists of two parts. The first part goes over your Jupiter placements in your birth chart. And then the last part is a 3-month forecast. And that forecast is based on, again, your natal chart information and your current location. Because remember, wherever we're located at in the world, the sky looks differently. And, astrology, we know when the full moons are coming every month. And we know when, we're in Capricorn or whatever. So we can forecast for the next 3 months that information for Jupiter. And it's not every day. You might have a couple that it'll say, April 4th through April 7th, this, and then April 8th, April 9th. So it's kind of like a horoscope, but I don't like it to call it that. I call it a forecast. It is a forecasting for, again, career and life path. So again, I've done a ton of them this month. It's been really popular. If you're interested in either of those, you can go to yournaturalhealer.com, click on services tab, and they're the top 2 services. And you'll also see all my other services there as well if you're interested. You have 3 more days after Thursday. So you have until Sunday to sign up for the 4-week lower chakra healing event. What this event includes is for 4 weeks, we are going to work on your chakras. Week 1, the root. Week 2, the sacral. Week 3, the solar plexus. And week 4, we're going to do the heart chakra, which isn't a lower chakra, but the heart chakra ties into everything because it bridges our lower and our uppers. So I wanted to include that as well. So that 4-week event starts on April the 1st. And each week, as I said, we will focus on one specific chakra. There will be daily videos with daily motivation. There'll be an oracle card reading for the day to talk about the energies. You will be given daily tasks and things that you can work on for healing the chakra. Each Sunday, each person that is signed up for the course gets a 20 to 30 minute distance Reiki session for that specific chakra, for physical, emotional, mental, spiritual healing, if it's week 1, the root chakra. And then I will email you what, I find during your session. You'll also have an assessment each week for each chakra. And as I said, we'll explore color therapy, sound therapy, all different modalities, all while receiving Reiki healing. There'll be crystal grid set up each Sunday that will stay up for the week to amplify the energy that we're working with. Normally, altogether, this would probably equate to over $400 for if you did each service, in a month's time. I'm offering, my guides set me up to this, $75. I mean, the 4 Reiki sessions alone, the 4 distance Reiki sessions are worth more than $75. But my guides were like, you know what? There's some people out there that need this, and you're here to help. I'm not here to make $1 million. That's not why I do this, but there has to be an energy exchange. So anyway, you have until the 26th to sign up for that, because I need to get the Reiki sessions scheduled in advance. And then the material, becomes accessible. It'll actually be accessible on the 31st of March, so that you can because of time zone differences and things of that nature. So anyway, you can go to yournaturalhealer.com. There's a tab specifically for that event. Click on the tab and that'll tell you how to sign up for the event. Again, great event. Don't miss out. If you need any type of healing of your root, sacral, solar, and heart chakras, this is the time to do it. $75 is a steal. Trust me. Anyway, I know there's people that charge $75. Well, there's people that charge $100 just for a 1-hour distance Reiki session. I don't even charge that much because I'm not into price gouging. Again, yes, I do provide a service. It's like a doctor. You provide a service and you get money in exchange for your service, but I'm not here to make $1 million or to price gouge y'all or rip you off. So anyway, if you're interested, go check it out. Sign up. Don't miss out. So we got all that out of the way. So we're going to get started with our reading. Now I'm going to shuffle as I talk about this week's reading. So first of all, the crystal this morning, this is called Spectre Hematite. Isn't it pretty? Now this side is raw, and then they polish this side. And normally I prefer raw crystals because I like them in their natural form. But look, once it's polished, look at how gorgeous that is. Can you see that? I'm trying to get it without the glare. There we go. Isn't that spectacular? And this is a root chakra crystal. I just love it. It is so pretty. I just recently got it and I've meditated with it I think 3 times, and there we go. The energy is spectacular. All right. I just felt drawn to pull that this morning. So I'm going to go ahead and let's get rid of any negativity. Give that a nice whack. All right, so for those of you who have never watched the videos before, what I will do is I will draw 3 cards. I will line them up and you will choose one, either the left, the center, or the right. Don't think too much into it. Whatever card you are initially drawn to, that is your card, okay? This will be time stamped. So for example, if you choose the right card, you don't have to watch through the left and the middle unless you really want to. I do have people that watch it the whole way through. But make sure at the end of your reading that you go to the Reiki Hug. And what that is at the end of the video, I perform 2 minutes of distance Reiki. Oh, it's not performance. I send 2 minutes of Reiki distance healing to you for whatever you may need. And then we're through until next week. Well, or until the next video. All right. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and let's set that down. And we're going to get started. I don't know why I put that down. It's because I need coffee. It should be like last week where I had my coffee with me, but I think that distracted me, to be honest. All right, let's put my Spectre Hematite back over there. All right, so which card is yours? Left, center, right. Pick a card. And let's hit it. So if you chose the left card this morning, you got the Page of Wands. I don't like court. These are called court cards. I don't like court cards because in a reading, like this is a general reading. So in a personalized reading, it can either deal with you or it can deal with another person. So, I would draw more cards for more information. But because we're doing a general reading, I'm just going to pick up what I get from this homeboy sitting here with his nice feather cap on and his cape and his like little boots with the fringe and his little staff. And what does he have to say to you this morning? This guy is full of ideas. He is an idea magnet. And he is willing to do anything and he is willing to try anything. Kind of like the first thing I think of is there's people with the get rich quick schemes. I know someone whose husband is he's always trying some crazy off the wall idea to make money and it always ends up biting him in the butt. And it's like, dude, come on. I understand taking chances sometimes, but he doesn't think before he acts. And that's what the Page of Wands is telling us. You are in a position where you have ideas, but like the staff that's, stuck in the ground and he's not moving anywhere because, his staff is stuck there. You need to ground your ideas, okay? Right now, you have no plan, you have no details, you have no end game. So if you look here in the picture, like this reddish orange, and you see some mountains, and it looks real dry and barren. So kind of think of like a desert. There's no end in sight because he has no plan. He doesn't know where he's going, and he looks east, he looks west, he looks south, and everything looks the same because he has no plan. And then there's these mountains in the background that are representing challenges. Well, he's not worrying about that. He's worrying about how pretty his little stick looks and that, he's got this great idea and he's going to just rock with it. Not thinking of, okay, well, what if this happens or what if that happens? It's great to have a big picture, but sometimes you also have to have your details. And granted, you don't want to just be one of those people that are just focused in the details and you miss the big picture. But you also don't want to only focus on the big picture that you don't focus on the details. You need to make sure whatever you're doing that it's in alignment with your highest good. So if you're one of these people that have a get rich quick scheme, like for example, the case that I was talking about, the person decided that they were going to grow, I guess for lack of a better term, pigeons. So they went and I don't know if they bought another piece of land or rented it and had a barn and got all these pigeons. Well, supposedly there was some guy in Canada that I guess they use homing pigeons for sending messages. And first when they told me this, I was like, is this like the 1600s, are we like Johnny Depp's on Pirates of the Caribbean on the boat and the pigeon goes and flies a message somewhere? And I was like, who is using this technology when you've got snail mail, email, text messaging, phone calls, social media? That was my first question. What kind of demand is there for carrier pigeons? Long story short, they were feeding and taking care of all these pigeons and the guy went out of business. And then they were stuck with all these pigeons. I don't know what they ended up doing with them. I didn't ask. But this guy, he's been constant into a lot of these, what I call get rich quick schemes. And, he goes into it again. His end game is, making a lot of money so he doesn't have to work for a living. Well, that's not a good end plan. I mean, yeah, anything we do, yes, we're trying to make a living, but you have to have a game plan. And then, using his as an example, he didn't think of things like, I don't know what his logistics were how are the pigeons going to get transported from the United States to Canada? Because he didn't live near Canada. It wasn't like he was in Maine or something, or Alaska. What happens if this guy goes out of business, like he did? Do you get some upfront costs, like a good faith fee, or I forget, in the contracting world, they call it something where they give you a deposit for the materials. If you're making a part for, a company, sometimes they'll give you a material deposit, but it's called something. But anyway, my point being is, don't be a pigeon farmer. There we go. Don't be a pigeon farmer. We'll call him, I don't know, this guy. He reminds me of Cosmo Kramer in Seinfeld. I don't know if any of you guys ever watched it, but there's an episode where he's walking with this hat and cane, and he's got the Technicolor dream coat on. That's what this reminds me of. So we're going to call this guy Kramer. So don't be Kramer and just jump into something without making plans. Have a goal. Have at least major plans, details, how you're going to get from point A to Z. And then as you're making your plans, think of what can go wrong. If you're thinking, okay, yeah, well, we'll get so many pigeons to Canada by the end of the month. Okay, well, how are you going to get them there? What happens if a certain amount of pigeons get sick or get diseased? And none of this was thought through. So again, I didn't mean to really digress with my pigeon story, but I just wanted you to really be aware this week that don't be just willing to go out there and just go, 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 go. This is not, and there are times for that, but this is not it. These ideas that you have in your head, some are good, some are bad, some are so-so, depending on the choices you make and the preparations you make for possible, roadblocks. But again, think things through. Don't be willing to try anything. Ground yourself. Get yourself in the present moment. Get your ideas into the present moment. And make those plans. And you'll be okay if you do that. But if you just go in it, willy-nilly, it's not going to be good for you. All right? I will say, like I told you, I don't like court cards, and I never really liked the Page of Wands, but now I think of Cosmo Kramer and I love Seinfeld. I'll love the Page of Wands now. Middle card. You got the Fool, which is the 0 card, which is the first card in the deck of tarot. And I like this card. It's a fun card. And the energy behind it, it's all about new beginnings. But the energy is about enthusiasm, excitement, and pure innocence. And what this card is saying that, it's a time for you to, again, like I said, new beginnings, to start a journey. It's a new journey. And it's not time to sit and make plans or and things like that. As you see, he's on a cliff. This is a time just to go for it. Sometimes in our life, yes, there's a time where we got to sit down and make plans and try to figure out about what may or may not work or what we could run into. But this isn't. This is, think of like when you went from grade school to high school and the excitement you felt and the innocence, because you had no idea what it was going to be like. And you start on your journey, you've got all these aspirations and dreams and things you want to do and goals and things that you want to reach. However, and you're totally innocent, like I said, because you don't know what to expect. And when you get there, there's going to be great times, great memories that you end up making. And then there's going to be bad things that happen and bad memories that you make. But that's part of our life journey, is we got to take the good with the bad. And that is what the Fool is saying. This isn't the time to be worrying about what good and what's going to be bad. This is saying to go for it with that enthusiasm, with that innocence, and let the chips fall where they may. Because for us to learn in life, we have to experience. And that's not just good experiences, it's bad experiences as well. And I always say we learn some of our greatest life's lessons through those bad experiences. Now, the reason why it's called the Fool is because, people might go, you are so crazy. Why would you do that? That's stupid. Because, they're not, first of all, they're not in your boots, so to speak. And, they don't know everything that's in your heart or in your head or everything that's happened in your life. And they might not understand why you're doing what you're doing, or, why you're embarking on whatever journey this may be. So don't listen to them. And if they call you a fool, you know what? Just as like it looks like he's doing, he's throwing caution to the wind, and he's going to take that leap of faith. And that's what you need to do. Whatever this is that you have, this new beginning that you want to start, this new chapter, new journey in your life, the time now is to go for it. Throw caution to the wind, jump off the cliff. There's going to be good things, yes. The good thing is you jump off the cliff, you land in the water, you survive. Maybe the bad thing is the water's ice cold. You take the good with the bad. This experience, you're going to experience beautiful, wonderful, amazing things. But then you're also going to experience challenges, difficulties, setback, heartbreak, grief, whatever. But this is a beautiful, beautiful space that can open you up to so much in life. But you have to take the first step. And if you don't trust the universe, if you're not willing to take that leap of faith, don't do it. Don't do it. But if you can search your heart and really say to yourself, you know what? I trust that the universe has my back, and that no matter what happens, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to land on both feet. And if you feel that way, go for it. But this is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful opportunity that's opened up for you. Great card. I love the Fool card. Right card. The Four of Wands. The slang term for this card is called the marriage card. So if you are somebody that's recently engaged, maybe you're about to set a date, maybe someone in your life, maybe like your child or something, is about to get engaged or maybe set a date. And that's more specific. But in a general term, this is a beautiful, beautiful space you're in right now. This is all about a happy, happy home life. Your relationship with your spouse or significant other, with your children, with your siblings, whoever it may be, is in harmony. You don't have financial worries. Everything is stable and secure and abundant. There's an abundance of love, an abundance of happiness, an abundance of food, an abundance of wealth, an abundance of security. Just a beautiful, beautiful space. I mean, there's really nothing else to say with this card. And if you're not there yet, it's coming. Keep working at it. It's coming. But this is just utterly, utterly, utterly fantastic. It's almost like, there's one of the cards, the Sun card in tarot. This, and that's a card that's just about that's perfect life. That's what this is. This is perfect life. Everything is in balance. Everything is in harmony. All the synchronicities are in place. All the hard work has been done. You're reaping the rewards of love and happiness. There's no fighting, no chaos, no struggle. Harmony. Harmony and balance. And this beauty, like I said, I can just keep saying synonyms. There's nothing else to say other than this is utter balance and harmony in your home life. It doesn't get better than this as far as home life goes. That's all I got to say. Enjoy it. You deserve it. Sorry it's not longer, but y'all pulled this card, not me. Well, I mean, I pulled it, but wonderful card. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start our Reiki session. I am going to use the crown chakra bowl today. And this is a little bit of a higher pitched. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and silence your cell phones, guys. It's only for 2 minutes. You can do that for 2 whole minutes. And then once you're done that, get in a comfortable position. If you're not in the lotus position, go ahead. If you're laying down or sitting down, just make sure your legs aren't crossed. Just nice and straight spine, nice and relaxed. Close your eyes and start breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, nice and natural. I want you to now start focusing on your forehead, making sure it's relaxed, that there's no tension. Scanning your face down to your jaws, your teeth, your chin, everything is relaxed. Your shoulder and your arms, all the way to your fingertips, scanning for tension. Let it go. Relaxing and breathing down your torso to your hips. Your thighs, your knees, your calves, all relaxed. Your ankles, feet, tips of your toes, everything is relaxed. If at any time during this 2 minutes, if a thought pops into your head, take a deep breath in and exhale it out through your mouth, imagining as you're exhaling that thought is in a bubble and it's just floating out of your mind. You don't have to deal with this for the next 2 minutes. Breathing and relax. right, start wiggling those fingers and toes, slowly opening your eyes, taking your time, coming back. I hope that Reiki distance healing serves your highest good. I thank you so much for joining me this morning. If you're not following me on Facebook, please make sure you do so. It's Your Natural Healer. Again, check out yournaturalhealer.com for all the specials for March, as well as the April 4-week lower chakra healing course. Additionally, my online university is up and running. I am in the process of getting it accredited with the American Association of Drugless Practitioners, with who I am a board certified holistic health practitioner. I currently have 2 courses available, all about auras, as well as I have 3. Anyway, I know all about auras, and crystals 101 is also, I think, root chakra. I can't remember, but I know those 2 are definitely up as well. So if you're interested in some formal training, please feel free to check those out. And you can find those either by going to yournaturalhealer.com, going to the other tab and clicking on the Lotus Center, or you can go to lotuscenter.online.com and check it out for yourself. The website is not where I exactly want it yet, so I am working on improving that. I am learning how to become a website designer. But anyway, also check me out on Instagram, your.naturalhealer.com. Smash the subscribe button. And remember, if something resonated with you this week, claim it for yourself. I will see you tomorrow for Tuesday's Enlightenment, Wednesday for our midweek healing, which we're still working with the Crystal Healing Oracle deck. Friday is our Oracle message for the weekend. So with that all being said, have a great week, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Go live your best lives, but do it the natural way. Namaste.